Have you ever been mistaken for a sommelier at Olive Garden and had to describe the wine list? I was at Olive Garden for my aunt's birthday, wearing a black dress and carrying a small notebook where I'd been writing grocery lists. A woman at the next table flagged me down aggressively. Finally, we've been waiting forever for someone who knows about wine. Before I could explain I was just a customer, she'd already started interrogating me about their Moscato selection. Her husband looked desperate, like this dinner determined their marriage's future. I panicked and just started making things up with confidence. Our barefoot Moscato tonight has undertones of suburban desperation with a hint of Tuesday. They nodded seriously, writing this down. The manager walked by, saw me with my notebook looking official, and assumed corporate had sent a secret shopper. He started hovering, making sure I was getting excellent service. This made the couple think I was definitely important. What pairs best with the tour of Italy? The woman asked. I'd had 3 glasses of the house red already, so I responded, the Sutter Home White Zinfandel. It's got notes of decisions you'll regret, but not immediately. The husband ordered 2 glasses immediately. The manager, sweating now, sent over the actual bartender to assist me. The bartender looked confused, but played along when the manager whispered something urgent to him. More tables started noticing my expertise. A group of college kids asked what wine went with bottomless breadsticks. The Rionite Lambrusco, I said gravely. It's fizzy, unpretentious, and helps you forget you've eaten 17 breadsticks. They ordered a bottle. I was describing wines I'd never tasted with words I was pretty sure weren't real wine terms. This Cavit Pinot Grigio has an aggressive front end with a back note of your cousin's wedding reception. People were eating it up. A woman asked about the Rosso Dolce. Ah yes, I said, swirling my water glass professionally. It's got the complexity of a Hallmark movie with the depth of a kiddie pool. Perfect for when you want to feel fancy but also eat mozzarella sticks. She bought 3 bottles to take home. The original couple called me back over. They wanted something special for their anniversary. I looked at the wine list, which I'd now memorized out of pure anxiety. The Ecco Domani Pinot Grigio, I announced. Ecco Domani means here's tomorrow in Italian, because after this wine, tomorrow is when you'll want to make better choices. They laughed. They actually laughed and ordered it. The manager comped their dessert and whispered to me that corporate would hear about my exceptional service. I tried to explain I didn't work there, but he winked like we were sharing a secret. By the end of the night, I'd influenced roughly $300 in wine sales. The bartender split his tips with me, saying I'd done more for wine sales in 2 hours than their actual training ever did. As I was leaving, an older couple stopped me. We heard you're the wine expert. What should we try? I was exhausted and done with the charade. Honestly, the house red. It's $11. It tastes like wine, and you're at Olive Garden. We're all just trying our best here. They smiled and ordered it, saying it was the most honest recommendation they'd ever gotten. The original woman found me in the parking lot and handed me $20. For your honest expertise, she said. My husband and I had the best time we've had in years, laughing about your descriptions. 2 weeks later, I went back with friends. The bartender recognized me immediately. You're the suburban desperation sommelier, he whispered. Sales went up 30% that night. The manager still thinks you were from corporate. He poured me a glass of Moscato on the house. This one's got notes of imposter syndrome with a finish of accidental success, he said with a grin. To this day, my aunt thinks I secretly work in the wine industry because of how confidently I described wines I'd never tasted. My friends still quote my fake wine descriptions. This gas station coffee has aggressive front-end notes of regret, they'll say. The truth is, people don't want real wine expertise at Olive Garden. They want someone to make them feel like their $7 glass of Moscato is a valid choice. And honestly, it is. We're all just out here trying to enjoy unlimited breadsticks and pretend we understand wine. Sometimes the best sommelier is just someone who admits that nobody really knows what earthy undertones means anyway.